it's real hard to find like where the money goes. You want it to be transparent.
Absolutely. So my biggest standing point with transparency for our county commission, it's a 500-page document that typically comes out as our county budget. I participated in the last two. I participated in the last budget review. That 500-page document needs to become a readable document that is searchable on the front page of our website for the citizens to be able to see. Look, if there's a true need, which there is right now for our sheriff, for our firefighters, for our county services.
Those are the people that you should take care of first, really.
Because they're taking care of us.
You're right. Well, our lives depend on it.
Well, absolutely.
If you don't have safety, you don't have...
Yeah, if you don't have the firefighters out there and the EMS is out there doing their due diligence, in which they do a fine job, if we're not taking care of them, then there's a huge problem.
Yeah.
So
this reminds me a whole lot of the Longwood thing.
Well, and the thing is it's only one candidate right now, you know, running for county commission, you know, that's up against a good old boy. You know, I tell everybody, whenever asked, how can I differentiate me from my opponent in that sense? How can we clue in that he's a part of the establishment? You go to the financial reports on the elections.
Follow the money.
You follow the money. So where all the special interests, all the developers, all the realtors, all of these political action committees donate to who? They donate to my opponent.
Good old boy.
Good old boy.
Yeah, right.
You know, I got average Joe's, you know, sending me $100, you know, because he knows that I'm going to go up there and I'm going to be a voice of reason.
You've been hitting this hard too. I remember, man, it feels like it's been almost a year.
I've been a file candidate over a year.
Over a year? Yeah, because when the Longwood Commissioner fiasco thing was going on, that's how I refer to it.
Right.
You were out door knocking and you were out getting signatures. And
I was out there.
Yeah, you've been hitting the streets twice as long as everybody else.
How can I represent people if I'm not out there getting their suggestions, getting their opinions, getting a true understanding of what the need is? For me, this is a public servant's position. If you want to be an elected official, that's a public servant's position. You know, I see that it's skewed right now that, you know, it's like a kingdom. And that's not the way that our founding fathers intended it to be. They intended it to be that, you know, you would give of your time 4 years, 8 years, you know, not this political, lifelong, you know, politician.
It was designed to make it better for all of the people.
Absolutely.
Not the good old boys.
Right. I can tell you that I've talked to many, many different people that are so frustrated that they had to take off work to go address a grievance at county commission. That's not right. The county commission meetings, business part of the meetings that the citizens want to come and address their grievances, that should be accessible. That should be in the evenings. I've said that from day one.
When are they?
They're during the day.
Oh, that's terrible.
So if you're a hard-working man
if you work, you can't make it.
You can't. You're taking food off your table to go address your grievances. And that's just not right. That's not the way it was intended.
Yeah.
You could easily get rid of some overhead and make things a lot more accessible for the average citizen.
Right, yeah, just putting the meetings on Facebook Live adds a thick layer of transparency.
Absolutely.
You've never run for office before?
No, this is my first run. Now, I was blessed in the sense that I was a volunteer for the Seminole County Soil and Water Board. The work that I did with that board as a citizen, when a gentleman stepped down to run for a different elected position, the board unanimously appointed me to it, and Rick Scott confirmed that appointment.
Oh, wow.
So Rick Scott looked at me as a person, assessed the situation, and said, you know what, Don Menzel's the man for the job. I was on that board for 4 months, and they nominated and unanimously made me the chairman.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Why? Because I instituted a program that's going to bring complete transparency to the Soil and Water Conservation District. I found a solution to the problem.
You're all about uncovering stuff and making it easier for people to see.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
It's the way it's supposed to be, but that's not the way it usually is.
No.
Yeah, like if you wanted to go and see what the budget is, it's like putting a puzzle together, probably.
Yeah, you have to go to.
And you're an accountant. I mean, like a guy like me, I'd never figure out where the money went.
And that's not right, Jeff.
No.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
And it's probably designed that way because they don't want you to see it.
Why? Well,
they don't want you to get upset with how they're spending their money.
Why don't you try to go down the wormhole and see who some of these political action committees that are funding my opponent? Yeah. And why they put out a political hit piece on me.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know that I stand for the people. And they understand that their money is going to buy them that particular seat if he gets elected. That's politics as usual. And
the good old boys, that's how they do it.
Well, heck, the Longwood guys, I remember Matt being upset when he had, stuff that was just completely fabricated and mailed out about him. Well, I have a true respect for it now because obviously I'm a huge threat because they're putting out political hit pieces on me that are absolutely disgusting.